Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, December 28th, and it is National Chocolate Candy Day. I love chocolate. Did you know in 1828, the technology was invented that allowed chocolate to be produced in solid form? A hydraulic press made it possible to remove the cocoa butter from the cacao, producing a powder opening the way for the first chocolate confections. In 1847, cocoa butter, cocoa powder, and sugar were combined to make the first edible chocolate bar. We've come a long way since then, and I've got my bourbon chocolate right here, so I'll have to have that after the show. Today on our show, we have the United Update, we have Sterling Financial, we have El Toro Water District, and we have the Reform Temple with us today. And we don't have any meetings today, Friday, so don't worry about attending any meetings. And the weather is looking pretty lovely. However, we did wake up to some gusty winds. In some cases, some places had 45-mile-an-hour winds, but it will be sunny and cooler this week. Today, it's 59-40 with a bit of wind. Saturday, 63-38. Sunday, 66-37. And Monday, 66-44, chilly, and that's New Year's Eve. And then Tuesday, New Year's Day, we're going to be a little bit warmer in the 70s. With the lows in the 40s, and go Buckeyes. That is Rose Bowl, and Ohio State's going to play. Our weekend weather today, the Bay Area is 58-44, Palm Springs 62-42. Big Bear is going to be a whopping 27 in the high, 13 low, and it will be windy up there, so you might want to check conditions if you plan to go skiing. The North Coast is 57-43, the Central Coast 59-33, San Diego 62-44, Tahoe is 28-18, and Mammoth is 23, and the low is 7. Brr, chilly, chilly. All right, well, we've got a great show, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. I'm going to go have my chocolate.
If you have Medicare, you got to get Alignment Health Plan's Black Card. It's a member-only benefit, unlike anything I've ever seen, giving you access to one-on-one health support any time of day or night. Need to schedule an appointment or need it right there? They'll take care of it. Now you can talk to a doctor 24 hours a day. Call them and get a card of your own, and all the benefits you deserve, too.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 40 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make new friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit our office at Clubhouse 4 or anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
Kiana Lee. Today we're talking with Dr. Christine Chung. Today's topic is gum disease. Doctor, what do we need to know about gum disease? Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gum disease is an infection of the tissue that support and surround your teeth. It's a major cause of tooth loss in adults, but it's an easy fix.
Thank you, doctor. So don't wait, people. Come on in and get your 7-day dental smile.
For more information, visit medterracbd.com.
Different is powerful, yet calming. A winding road, a rooftop view, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable.
At South County Lexus, we celebrate the holidays a little different. And now, during the December to Remember sales event, you can lease the new 2019 Lexus NX 300 for just $329 per month.
Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
Welcome back. I have Carl Randazzo here, who is going to give us a United update. So we appreciate you being with us, and I know you've got some great stuff to tell us about, mostly architectural things.
Yeah, we had our architectural meeting on the December 20th, so I figured this might be an opportunity with the new year coming around to provide some information to the residents in the United area, so that if they want to do any alterations in their manor, I'll provide some of that information.
Okay.
And to make sure that I don't miss anything, I wrote a bunch of this stuff down, so bear with me. The United Architectural Standards Controls Committee oversees and reviews and approves the alterations and modifications and variances required in order for residents to modify their units. In United, in most cases, approval is required in order to make a major alteration or modification to your unit. And in certain instances, that approval has got to come from the Architectural Standards Committee and then the United Board, because everything that the committee approves, the United Board then has to approve also. For those instances when the board approval is required, it could take as much as a number of months to go through the process before you can start work. This is in addition to permits that you must obtain from both the village and the city. And in order to minimize that time and obtain a quicker start on your anticipated alteration, the committee and the board have been updating and developing standards for certain types of alterations. If you use a standard alteration, you will not need board approval. You will still need to obtain permission and permits from the village and the city, depending on the type of alteration you want to make. And in order to determine that what you will need, it would be prudent for you to visit the alterations department on the first floor of the community center, which is downstairs in this building. You can also obtain from them this handy brochure that addresses many of the questions that you may have on this topic. You can also obtain this brochure online at the Laguna Woods Village website under Documents and then United. However, I highly recommend that you first visit with the people at the alterations department downstairs, because they could probably provide you with a lot more information than what you'd probably see in this guideline. Along with your alteration, something we need to be very wary of is the fact that we have, in this community, since it's so old, there are certain asphalt floor tiles and sheetrock that may contain asbestos. Now, don't get scared. These items are perfectly safe as long as they are not disturbed. They're painted over, they're on the floor. However, when you go through a demolition process and removal, that disturbance could cause the asbestos to go airborne, and that is a problem. Before any demolition work is started, an inspection is required to be done by a certified company that does asbestos inspections. And if it is determined that the items that will be demoed contain asbestos, a company that is certified to do that asbestos removal needs to be hired to do that work. In short, each resident will be required to have the inspection done, and if the asbestos is found in those items that will be undergoing demolition, then that resident will also need to have the remediation done by a company that is certified to do that work. And the cost of this work is got to be borne by the resident. Now, as I said, we had our meeting on December 20th, our committee meeting. I'm not the committee chair on that, but I filled in for the committee chair because he was off on vacation this month. And we reviewed 2 revisions to the architectural standards. Now, as I said, we were trying to get the standards updated so you wouldn't have to go through as much of a process to go through the board and the committees and what have you. So we're going through these standards, and we updated and reviewed 2 revisions to architectural standards. These are some of the last ones that we are in the development stage. And we're almost done with preparation and approval of all these new and revised standards. At the meeting, we also rescinded a standard for solariums and garden rooms because we have not received a request for this type of alteration in years. and we did not want to maintain a standard that was no longer required. And then we also reviewed and approved a new fee structure that we want to use for village inspections. These fees will be in addition to the fees that the city will charge you. All the approvals that we made at the committee meeting will now go to the board for approval. As I mentioned before, anything we make approvals in committee have got to get a full board approval. As a recap, with the start of a new year, this might be a good time to go down to see your alterations professionals downstairs to discuss the alteration that you may have been thinking about making with a new year. Maybe you want to make a new alteration, go down and talk to these people, see what you need to do, and it may be a lot easier than what you may think. I also want to talk about, as a new year approaching, which has nothing to do with alterations, the fact that this is a good time for us to increase security in this building. Many companies do it. They have various different protocols that have established. We don't have many protocols in this building. We have some cameras, some various law enforcement type people, security, but we have not upgraded our security, and we felt it was time. So we decided to do it starting in January. This will help safeguard the confidential documents and safeguard the people that are working in the building. Besides the use of additional security patrols, cameras, etc., the second floor, all of the second floor, and the TV6 area on the third floor will now become a restricted area. In order to access those areas, you will need an electronic access badge. If you have not been issued that badge, and only certain people will be issued, like employees, directors, and various other people in the building will have an access badge. If you do not have that access badge, then you will need to get escorted access into those areas, which means you'll have to go downstairs at the desk downstairs as you go into the lobby. You talk to those people, you say who you need there to visit. They'll contact that individual, and then somebody will somebody will escort you into that area. The people that have unescorted access will have an electronic badge that is a proximity detector to get through the doors and stuff, and it will have their picture on it. So if you don't have a badge with a picture and you're not escorted, then you don't belong in that area. However, people are going to start saying, well, what about the first floor? What about the third floor and the activities areas and what have you? Those areas still will remain fully accessible by all the residents. But the areas, as I said, the TV6 area and all of the second floor will have restricted access. And right now it is anticipated that we will have all of these changes made by the end of January. So that's the basis for that particular thing. And I think it's a good thing to have the security. We were talking about it for months, about increasing security in this building. Not to say that anything's happened, and don't get afraid that things have been going on, but it's a time, where it's the first of the year, we might as well start that process and get security upgraded in this area.
Right. Well, as you mentioned, though, some other companies are doing the same thing.
Exactly.
And just to be on the safe side, we want everybody, including the residents, to be safe as well. Right.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, good. I wanted to go back and ask you a little bit about some of the things you mentioned at the very beginning. So you said there's an alterations department, and that's on the first floor.
Correct.
Do they need a reservation or an appointment?
I believe that you can just walk in. It would be nice to have a reservation, okay, obviously. With anything else, if you have a reservation, you get in quicker, but if you just walk in, walk-ins are accepted, and you just wait in that area. It's a new area that they established. It used to be in the front. In order to actually get there, you have to then go to the kiosks and put in your information, and then you go into the waiting area in the architectural room. It's not you can still go to the waiting area in that kiosk area, but if you go to the architectural room, then you'll be able to see what's going on over there at that time. Yes.
Okay, good. So I just wanted to be clear that they did need to check in with the kiosk.
Yes.
And pretty much you need to check in the kiosk for anything you want to do.
Exactly.
And now, And then going into when you want to go to TV6 or you want to go to some of those restricted areas, is that a kiosk thing or is that a check-in?
You'll be checking, my understanding right now, they haven't put it into effect yet,
okay.
but my understanding is there will be a person at the desk downstairs who will check you in.
Right.
And I understand that they're going to put a security guard at the desk now rather than just the person there. But those details are not finalized yet, and more information will be coming out over the next number of weeks.
Okay.
So that's my understanding right now.
All right,
and
perfect.
Again, it's like anything else, a work in progress.
Right.
It's all new.
Right.
We're going to probably try this and find out, maybe that wasn't a good idea, and we'll try that. So,
So we're asking for patience.
Exactly. Exactly.
We want everyone to be patient.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about some of the asbestos stuff that you were mentioning. Now, of course, when they do alterations, it can be very dangerous. So do you have referrals of companies that could help the residents out?
My understanding right now is there are asbestos companies.
Okay.
In United, we have not referred people, because in the past, when we refer people, then all of a sudden we get some bad press. You know, you referred me to so-and-so, and he did a lousy job, and what have you. So we try to stay away from referring people, but we do. I understand there's a list of people that do this type of work, and talk to the alterations people, and they'll possibly be able to guide you to where you need to go. But the asbestos removal is a very important issue because of the fact many people, unfortunately, do not follow the rules. They have done work in their manner, and when they see, they take the sheetrock down and there's dust all over the floor, and you find out that that dust does contain trace amounts of asbestos in it, and then they track it all over the place, and then it becomes more of a problem. So as a result of that, we try to make sure that you address it up front so that it doesn't become a problem, so everybody's safe, and the work gets done very well.
Right, and they just need to understand that for their own safety, not just everybody else in the building. I mean, the minute you smell that stuff, it could be really dangerous. Okay, and then real quick, let's talk about this little sheet here. So it's got member guidelines for alterations. So I'm assuming that this will tell you what a standard alteration would be.
It has most of the information you would in there. However, I would say right now that information that's not in there, go downstairs and talk to the people downstairs.
Okay, so...
And, I mean, this is a very good guideline, okay? But it's just that, a guideline.
Right, okay.
I mean, you don't want to put your stock at all of those items in there, okay? I like to read through stuff, and I read through it, and then I still had questions in my head, so I had to go downstairs and talk to the alterations people, who will provide you with the direct guidance that you need.
Okay, and where can they get this again?
They can get that either downstairs in the alterations area, or they can go online and to Documents United, and then you scroll down, and what it'll say is member guidelines for alterations.
Okay.
And that's for United now.
Right.
These are the United ones. I'm not talking about Third, because Third has their own thing. And for the most part, many of those things that are shown in this may also appear in the Third one, but I won't comment on that because I don't know.
All right, well, this is just for United, just so you know. All right, well, thank you so much. It was very nice to see you again, and Happy New Year to you.
Same here.
All right.
To you. Okay.
And remember, if you want to find this, you can go on the website, Laguna Woods Village website, or you could get this from the alterations department on the first floor, but don't forget to check in at the kiosk. We'll be right back.
Mind and Memory Program at Mission Hospital is an outpatient program specifically designed for patients with a memory disorder who have developed a mental health issue, such as depression, anxiety, or paranoia. Patients are welcome every day, Monday through Friday, up to 4 days a week. On-site meals and snacks are included, and transportation to and from the program is available. The program focuses on improvement in overall mood, function, and concentration, as well as a decrease in depression or anxiety. Call today to find out if you or your loved one qualifies for the Mind and Memory Program.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest. Voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years. Offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Hello, Laguna Woods. My name is Rick Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
Trust the experts at Universal Carpet for all your flooring needs. Now get 50% off pet stain resistant and hyperallergenic carpet, porcelain tile, wood, laminate, and waterproof flooring, and complete kitchen and bath remodels. Plus get 5 years 0% financing, including free installation and free furniture removal. Our convenient showrooms are just minutes away in Irvine and Huntington Beach, or call 866-402-2747 for our free in-home shopping service. Universal Carpet, the low price leader for over 20 years.
As a professional licensed realtor, you have worked countless hours to ensure your reputation is the best. Your clients know they can trust your judgment, that you'll be around when they need you, and that you will deliver what you promise. In escrow, one company has set that same standard for excellence. Escrow Options Group offers more than just outstanding escrow services. White glove concierge services, wire and fraud protection, custom estimates, and more at no extra charge. Choose the company that mirrors your professionalism. Escrow Options Group. Experience a better option of escrow services.
Welcome back. Reform Temple is in the house today, and Muriel Ash has some great things coming up. Welcome back again. Nice to have you.
It is a pleasure to be here and to let you know what's exciting things are happening in 2019.
You guys always have great stuff coming up. You had so many things over the holidays.
We are busy.
And then January you have like 3 things.
We do. We're starting out with our men's club.
Okay.
Sunday, January 13th, 9 a.m. in Clubhouse 5. The men's club will present Can We Beat Our Weight Problem? Yes, no, or maybe. Dr. Victor Ettinger is our guest speaker. He's an endocrinologist who specializes in diabetes, thyroid, obesity, and other metabolic and hormonal problems.
Okay.
And there's going to be a lox and bagel breakfast prior to the program. And then Dr. Ettinger will discuss the background of why, as we get older, it is harder to control our weight.
Right. So when they go for those lox and bagels, we just said earlier, just go light on the bagels. Go light on the bagels.
Yes.
Load up on the lox.
But it'll be tasty, and then you'll know how to deal with it.
Oh, good. Now, have you had Dr. Ettinger on before?
I believe he's been speaking in the neighborhood before, and I'm sure this will be a wonderful discussion and with some very good advice.
Well, that's a good way to start off January for sure. And I think a lot of people will be concerned about fitness and getting healthy like they always do every January.
Our New Year's resolutions right there.
Oh, no kidding.
Way to go.
No kidding. Okay, what else do you have?
Well, this is very nice. It's the New Year of the Trees that we'll be celebrating. It's a holiday called Tu B'Shvat. And it'll be it's a ecological awareness day, and trees are planted in celebration. Our Rabbi Kamen, will be leading the brief tree planting in front of Clubhouse 1, celebrating this on Friday, January 18th at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Then we're going to have the regular religious service. Our Tu B'Shvat Shabbat service will begin at 7:30 that evening in the main lounge. Everybody's invited to join us. This is a very happy celebration.
Yeah, I've heard that when you do plant trees, it's for loved ones that we've lost. Is that the same
concept? There is
that.
There's many reasons. It's for any congratulatory event. Many times people will do a tree planting for a bar mitzvah, a baby naming. Anything that you want to celebrate, it's always nice to plant a tree. New life.
That's right. We need trees.
Absolutely.
So
New
excellent.
life.
Good plans. Okay.
Okay, and then next big event is Thursday, January 24th at 10 o'clock, our educational committee is putting on a very interesting film called 93 Queen.
Okay.
It's a inspiring documentary that follows a woman Hasidic lawyer, a mother of 6 no less, who is determined to meet the needs of the community by creating an all-female ambulance company so that the women who are in dire need will be very comfortable with other women helping them.
Oh, I see.
And this is not so common in that community.
Right.
So it's kind of the very light answer to the Me Too movement.
Oh, okay. Is it
where women want to be involved in all activities.
And is that done in any particular year or era, or?
Well, it's being done right now.
Oh, it's current.
And it's happened in New York, where this a lawyer and her cohorts are, and they've set up this very outstanding separate ambulance service to hustle and help women who need them very quickly and who may be uncomfortable for, since it's a community that has modesty as a key area for them, so that women like to be taken care of by women.
Gotcha.
And so it's a big thing. And then, as always, the Laguna Woods community and their guests are always welcome at our Friday night services. Always Friday, 7:30, Clubhouse 1 in the main lounge.
Right.
Welcome, one and all.
Excellent. Well, now let's go ahead and show our slides, because we've got, so here's the one for every Friday night, Clubhouse 1 main lounge, 7:30, just like you mentioned.
Yes.
And then if they did want any information, they can go to lagunawoodsvillage.com and then search Reform Temple.
Right.
Because you should be able to find it with that. And then let's also show the other slides that we have so we can recap some of the events. The January 13th one, Clubhouse 5 at 9 in the mornings. That's correct?
That is correct, with Dr. Victor Ettinger.
Yes, with our lox and bagel breakfast. And it's $5 for members, and guests is $7.
So all are welcome, and looking forward to that.
And you want to be able to do a reservation.
Oh, that's a very good idea, so they know how much to prepare.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And then we've got Thursday, January 24th, which is the 93 Queen that you were talking about. Now, I noticed that this is a little flyer that has a little piece of paper at the bottom. What do they need to do with that?
Well, it's a very good idea to sign your name and phone number and email and indicate whether you're a resident or not. There is a charge. The temple members, $8, guests, $10. And you make the check out to Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods. Send it to our Marlene Barkley. The address is right there.
Okay.
And it's open to all Laguna Woods residents and their guests.
And where do they get this flyer?
It should be in all the clubhouses.
Oh, in all the clubhouses.
Yeah,
okay, perfect.
yeah.
So in order for you to get a spot, you have to send in that little piece of paper with your check.
Yes, because you do have to pay for it. We had to order the video, and it everything costs.
Well, I know, and then you have to get the clubhouse too, so that's good.
And it's all done.
Good. All right, well, thank you so much.
Well, what a pleasure.
Have a happy New Year.
And a happy New Year to you, and let's all keep our New Year's resolutions.
That's right, especially eating lox and bagels.
Especially with the lox and bagel.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy.
All right. And remember, if you want to attend any of those events, you can always look it up on lagunawoodsvillage.com and search Reform Temple. We'll be right back.
I'm a strong believer that there's something for everyone out there. But some people never stop searching. I've looked long and hard through these parts, and I thank my lucky stars I stumbled across a special place, a unique place, where you never know what you'll find. The Trading Post, only on Channel 6.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sean Thomas. Welcome to Sports Talk. Come join me here every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. for sports highlights, tournament news, and interviews for Laguna Woods residents and around the world. Hey, maybe even Broadway. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Put it on your calendar. Thursday mornings, a great way to start your day with me and the Sports Talk way. Or even a triple's okay. I'll see you then.
Do
Did you hear the good news? Probably not, because your hearing is not what it used to be. Hearing Remedy will provide you with an amazing hearing experience and easy-to-understand explanations. It's plain and simple, and we will back it up with a 60-day money-back guarantee that you will love your new hearing instruments.
We're family-owned, and we're here for you. Our only goal is to walk out of here hearing better. At Hearing Remedy, we bring hearing aid technology down to earth.
Hi folks, this is Dan O'Weiler with Sterling Financial Advisors. You've seen me from time to time coming in to be on Channel 6 with Ken Goldenberg, and he has interviewed me with various retirement topics over the years, and we've decided to maybe take a little bit different approach in educating you on some things that we think are important in setting up a secure retirement. You might have known that we put on retirement seminars with our company, Sterling Financial Advisors, and we do that from time to time, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. We have people come to our seminars, and we actually have them write down questions in regards to some things that they would like to hear in the seminar and what is of interest to them. Interestingly enough, all of the questions probably fall within 4 or 5 categories. Retirement income, when I should take Social Security, how much money do I need? All those types of things are questions that are commonly asked in the seminars that we take. Well, so we thought we would put together some of these subjects and have me just maybe educate you a little bit, kind of talk to you about what we think is important in those different categories. And so today we're going to be talking about required minimum distributions from retirement plans. There seems to be a lot of confusion as to how you go about taking that. Do you have to in fact take those distributions? So I think we'll talk about required minimum distributions and the guidelines and the laws regarding that. So we'll go ahead and get started. I use a whiteboard, and we'll just kind of talk to you a little bit about the basics of required minimum distributions and how they work. So I'm going to move over here to the board, and so if you can follow me, that will be great. The first thing to know is that at some point the government has told us we have to start taking money out at age 70 and a half. So at age 70 and a half, it's called required minimum distributions. And that means the government says to you, if you have an IRA or a 401k, 403b, 457 plan, any type of retirement plan where we're obligated to take those requirements out, we have to start that at age 70 and a half. Now, somebody has asked, well, when by 70 and a half? Well, it's April 1st of the year following when you turn 70 and a half. So let's assume that here we are on, let's say June 1st, we turn age 70 and a half, okay? That means we have till the following April 1st, before we have to take our first required minimum distributions, okay? So if we have a $300,000 IRA, I'm just taking that as an example. I know some of you have more, some of you might have less, but if you have $300,000 in your IRA account or 401k and you turn age 70 and a half in June, okay, you have till the following April 1st until you have to take your first required minimum distributions. Now, if you wait till April 1st of the following year, then by December 31st, you have to take out another distributions for age 71. So you would have 2 distributions in that first year if you wait till April 1st. So tax-wise, tax planning, you may want to consider whether or not it makes sense to wait till April 1st that first year because you'll have a double distribution that year. But let's assume you have $300,000 in your IRA. You turn age 70 and a half. Okay, how do you go about figuring out what your required distribution is? Well, there's a publication called Publication 590 of the IRS Code. It's a publication that the IRS publishes that talks about distributions from IRA accounts or 401ks or retirement accounts. And they list a schedule there of life expectancies. For age 70 and a half, it is 27.4. So that means next year, when you're age 71, it would be 26.5, and then 25.7, or whatever that factor is. You have to take this factor and divide it into $300,000. So you would take 27.4, divide it into $300,000, and that turns out to be $10,950. So that's what your required distribution is for that first year. You would have to take it out by April 1st of the following year. Now, what happens if you don't take it out? Well, there's a problem there. Okay, if you don't take out $10,950, whatever you don't take out is subjected to a 50% penalty, and that's a high penalty. So if we only take out $5,950, we are $5,000 short. That means that you would end up paying 50% penalty on that, which equates to $2,500, okay? And so you would end up having to pay a penalty of $2,500 that very first year if you failed to take out all $10,950 and you were, in this example, short $5,000. So you don't want to forget taking out your required minimum distribution. You always want to make sure that you will do that every year no matter what, because you'll have to pay that penalty, plus you still have to go back and take out that $5,000 that you didn't take, which creates more taxes on your tax form. So you always want to remember, folks, to take out your required minimum distributions. There's really no way to avoid required minimum distributions from our retirement accounts because the government has allowed us to defer these taxes over a period of time. Many times people will say, well, can't I just pass this on to my kids and avoid that? Well, that would be nice, but the government requires us to take out this because they want the taxes, and they said age 70 and a half is when we have to start taking this out, okay? And so we're going to talk about maybe some options that we have and that can have what we call an exit strategy from these tax-infested accounts, so to speak, how we go about maybe minimizing the amount of taxes we or our heirs have to pay. And so we want to be able to have some kind of exit strategy rather than just sticking our head in the ground thinking that this problem is going to go away, because it never goes away. So we're going to, in the next segment, we'll talk a little bit about maybe some strategies that we use with some of our clients in being able to reduce or eliminate the taxes on these types of tax-infested accounts. So this is Dan O. Weiler, the retirement professor, wishing you a great day, and we hope you have an enjoyable retirement. Thanks.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service.
There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure.
That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement.
Just up the ways from Laguna Woods is the El Toro Water District headquarters. And I'm standing here with Sherry Seitz with the El Toro Water District. We're going to take a little tour in their brand new garden, their WaterWise demonstration garden, right?
Yes, we're so excited to share this with the community.
It's a beautiful opportunity for people to see what can be done to have water-wise, drought-tolerant plants. And you may not have all the space that you folks have, but this can all be done in just a small space and just give people general ideas, right?
Correct, yes. We have over 100 varieties, so there is more than enough to pick from for your specific needs.
All right, well, it's a beautiful day out here, a little windy, but it's perfect. Let's take a walk, right?
All right, let's
okay.
go.
So tell me how this garden started out.
So about 5 years ago, we partnered with the Saddleback College landscape design alumni to design a conceptual drawing on what we could do with this space. And we got their design, and then we worked with Richard Fisher and Associates on an actual landscape architect design. And then when the funding was right and the grants and rebates were available, that's when we moved ahead with the project a few years ago, and it's finally complete.
You did such a great job, all your landscape folks, and it's beautiful, and yet, again, these plants don't require a lot of water or really a lot of maintenance, right?
That's correct. They're California-friendly, drought-tolerant, and native plants throughout the garden.
And what's also great is people can walk around here, and I certainly don't know the names of a lot of these plants. Most of them I don't, but you've got little signs all around the area. So those people who know that kind of stuff, they'll be able to look at them and understand them.
Correct. They can take a picture with their cell phone of the plant and the plant ID sign. And just around the corner is our Mediterranean garden. If you garden in California, chances are you enjoy what is known as Mediterranean climate. Though the boundaries are not precise, California's Mediterranean climate region is usually described as west of the Sierra Nevada mountains and south of Mendocino, but does not include the southeastern part of the state. And actually, a couple weeks ago, we had Boy Scouts from 4 troops represented that came out on a rainy day to help install all these garden signs, in addition to representatives from the Lake Forest Garden Club. So it was a great community project.
Yeah, very nice. Now, if people want to come out here and see this, I understand that it's open 365 days a year for self-guided tours, right?
That's correct. Yes, we have brochures at both the entrance signs, and they can walk through, look at all the different plants, see what they can use in their area, and then during the year we will have landscape classes and tours available throughout the year.
Now, I have to ask, what was here before? Was it just lawn?
So originally, there was 27,000 square feet of water-thirsty turf and about 6,000 square feet of vegetation that we replaced. So we're saving, we're approximating about 50% in water use.
Wow.
By redoing the garden.
And people might see a little turf behind us or in the background, but that's artificial turf.
To show you that how great it looks, and with the plants around it, that's kind of soften up the artificial turf.
Now, as far as all the different plants that are out here, I may not know the names of them, but looking at all of them, I can see that most of them can easily be found at the big box hardware stores and some of the nurseries around here. They're easy to come by, right?
Correct, yes, they are.
And I know from experience that some of these that I have, you can just buy small little containers. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and they'll begin to fill in very nicely. So for a small amount of money, you can really get started.
That's correct, absolutely. And start small and then expand every year.
Now, underneath the brush here, you have the mulch, which is, of course, is a good idea in any garden, even if you don't have a drought-tolerant garden, right?
Yeah. Yes, mulch prevents weeds, and it also retains water for the plants.
And as far as the kind of mulch that you have here, this is not artificial. This is real wood chips, right?
Real wood chips, and you put about 2 to 3 inches layer on.
All right, and that's the key. I learned that a long time ago. If you put a thin little layer, it doesn't do you much good. But spring for buying a few extra bags, and they're always on sale this time of the year. this is the time to do that, and it looks a lot nicer, and it will really hold the moisture in and prevent the weeds.
Yeah, and we also have a drip irrigation system throughout the property, so it helps keep that moisture in the soil.
So these plants do get irrigated water, right? So at certain times of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Actually, we're on a smart weather-based irrigation controller that controls it based on the weather.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know parts of the community that Laguna Woods has that as well. So that's very, very helpful, and it knows the weather coming in and how much it's going to be. Like if we get a little rain or something, then it knows I don't need to turn on right now.
Correct, absolutely. And right now there's rebates for smart irrigation controllers and for drip irrigation and to remove turf. So
where can people find the rebates?
So if they go to etwd.com and go to water conservation, they can find the rebate page.
Oh, very nice. And now, as far as how large this is, you were just telling me how much turf you replace. It really goes back quite far. Now we're on Los Alisos here, but around the area, around your parking lot and the little strip that goes against the road here, you did all that as well, right?
Correct, yes. It encompasses both sides of the driveway and the parking lot and the parkways.
What about any other material that you had to replace that was over there? Was there plants over there before, or was that
yes, it was
turf?
All vegetation over there.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've utilized, obviously you can see the decomposed granite walkways and the dry riverbeds and the artificial turf. And the dry riverbeds actually collect the water, any water runoff, and it percolates down into the soil so it doesn't run off into the storm drain and out to the ocean. So
that's a very important factor, because sometimes people in the area that have homes in the area might do something like this, but they don't account for when we do get heavy rains, where does that water go? It still has to go somewhere.
Right, absolutely. And then you can also, next to the dry riverbeds, you can plant plants so that water that's going in there will feed those plants.
Wow, so it's all synergy, right? Again, people can come up here 365 days a year. It's always open.
Yep.
And take a walk around. There are these plaques all over, and you saw us walk around. There's one way down there at the other end. And in each place, it's going to tell you about that particular location, right?
Yeah, we have 4 themed gardens, Mediterranean, Australian, South African, and a succulent garden. And then we also have signage on water conservation. So, yeah.
Wow, it's like a little trip around the world.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for giving us a tour. I really appreciate it. And it just shows that, drought-tolerant plants, water-wise plants, whatever you want to call them, can be absolutely beautiful. They can be inexpensive if you start small and you got something planned out in advance. That's the key. You can end up with an absolutely beautiful, usable garden, right?
Absolutely.
Sherry, thank you very much. Always good to see you and all the folks from the El Toro Water District. And you can go online to etwd.com. You can get more information in general about the Water District, about this garden, and what you can do, even if you have a little patio, how you too can be water-wise.
Thank you.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today.
I choose to make friends out of neighbors.
I choose to start a new chapter.
I choose to live an active lifestyle.
Choose to experience the good life at Villa Valencia. Call or visit us today.
Hi, I'm Wendy Miller, your Laguna Woods real estate professional. Have you been looking for a realtor?
Wendy Miller helped me through the challenging process of real estate here in Laguna Woods. She was helpful, she was fun, she was professional. I really recommend her.
Whether you're thinking of buying, selling, downsizing, or even relocating within Laguna Woods, I am your real estate professional and can help guide you through the entire process. Give me a call and I'll help you make the right move.
Different is powerful, yet calming. A winding road, a rooftop view, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable.
At South County Lexus, we celebrate the holidays a little different. And now, during the December to Remember sales event, you can lease the new 2019 Lexus NX 300 for just $329 per month.
Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
This is how we burger, brew, and cue. Pick a town. Arrive hungry, real hungry. Start with a massive burger. Charred, juicy, add bacon, a buttery bun, piled high. Serve it up, wash it down. Creamy, hoppy, fruity, malty. We're not done yet. Q-time, deep fried, sauce soaked, pork ribs, meaty, tender. I'm full. Where to next?
All new Burgers, Brew, and Q. Tuesday at 9. Cooking Channel. Stay fired up.
Our movie for this Friday is called The Meg, and that will be shown at 2 and 7 p.m. And it is about a gigantic shark. After escaping an attack by what he claims was a 70-foot shark, Jonas Taylor must confront his fears to save those trapped in a sunken submersible. It stars Jason Statham, Bing Bing Lee, and Rainn Wilson, and it is action, horror, sci-fi, and that movie was 2018, and it is rated PG-13. And again, that'll be this Friday, that's today, at 2 and 7 p.m. And then on Monday, our movie is Doris Day, and that is going to be shown at 2 and 6 p.m. And that is a sentimental journey about Doris Day, you know, kind of her life and her career of the legendary actress-singer. And it's going to be an hour and 20 minutes, and it's a documentary biography about her life, like I mentioned. This was filmed in 1991, so it obviously is, and you know, just what is before that, and hasn't really shown anything after. It stars Doris Day, Roger Ebert, and Kirstie Alley, and many more. And again, that'll be on Monday, December 31st at 2 and 6 p.m. And then on New Year's Day, we do have a special showing at 2 p.m. of Coco, and that's Disney's Pixar movie about the aspiring musician Miguel, who is confronted with his family's ancestral ban on music. He enters the land of the dead to find his great-great-grandfather, a legendary singer. Disney Pixar Oscar winner, Best Animated Film, Best Song, it stars Anthony Gonzalez, Gael Garcia Bernal, and Benjamin Bratt. And again, that'll be on special New Year's Day at 2 p.m. and that is PG, and it's animation, adventure, and comedy, so super fun. Some other movies that we have coming up on Mondays, we have Colette, which will be January 7th, The Little Mermaid, January 14th, Alpha, January 21st, and The Catcher Was a Spy on January 28th. And then one of my absolute favorites on January 4th is The Sound of Music. So that'll be super fun. And then we have Operation Finale on January 11th, The Death of Stalin on January 18th, and Air Force One on January 25th. A couple of announcements we have for you. AgeWell Senior Services is taking donations, and all of it goes towards AgeWell supporting their Meals on Wheels. And if you would like to donate or be a part of the AgeWell, you can go to myagewell.org, or you can call them at 949-855-8033, and their motto is Live OC, Give OC. And they also love volunteers, so if you want to volunteer for Meals on Wheels, either packing or driving and delivering the meals, you can also go to their website, or again call 949-855-8033. Now, if you don't have New Year's Eve reservations or any plans, you can certainly go to the Rockin' New Year's Eve, which is going to be at Clubhouse 5 at 6:30 p.m. And that is $74 a person, but it includes so much. It includes dinner, a Motown tribute band, the ball drop at 9 and midnight, and a super fun, dancing, kind of your traditional New Year's Eve celebration. That is starting at 6:30 p.m. for a no-host bar and hors d'oeuvres. And then dinner is at 7:15. So all super fun. So you could do that. Or you could go to a concert, which is going to be Singin' the New Year with James Darren. And that is featuring the Dave Seibels Band. And that will be at the Performing Arts Center. And that has a couple different showings. 3 p.m. show is $20 to $25. The 7 p.m. show is $30 to $40, and that includes appetizers and champagne. And then in addition to that performance, you can purchase a $20 VIP access to meet the band. So if you want information on that, you can go to Recreation. You can email recreation@vmsinc.org or call 949-597-4288. Okay, let's take a look again at our weather, which, chilly, windy today. Highs in the 60s today, though, so it's not going to be too cold, but like I said, it's going to be a bit chilly wind. 64, 44, 63, 41, 66, 44, partly cloudy, 67, 47, partly cloudy, and then our Happy New Year's Day is going to be a pleasant 69, 50. And if you're escaping this weekend to all the fun places we have around, especially Big Bear or maybe Mammoth, those are going to be chilly. You are going to need coats and scarves and everything else. So we've got temperatures in the high 50s actually. San Diego is 62-44, Tahoe 28-18, and Mammoth Burr low of 7, so bundle up. And then Big Bear's 27-13, and Palm Springs is 62-42. So it's looking pretty good out there. Like I said, locally it looks all right. And then tomorrow we have a couple of things coming up. Or not tomorrow, Monday. The 31st is the third update. We will have Medterra here. We will have Tim Moy giving us an opioid abuse information because that's kind of on the rise. And then we have a clip about BreastLink. So have a great weekend in the Village, and we will see you on Monday.